Ever wondered how to build wealth from scratch? Go from nothing to something? Today, we're breaking it down step by step the easy way. No more feeling overwhelmed, no more complex jargon. We'll cover everything from adopting the right mindset for wealth building to mastering your finances and investing like a pro. And the best part? You don't need a fancy degree or a trust fund to make it happen. This is about taking control of your financial future, one smart decision at a time. We're going to go deep on budgeting, saving, and even explore some side hustles to boost your income. So if you're ready to ditch the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and start building real lasting wealth, stick around. This is your roadmap to financial freedom. Let's get started! Building wealth starts in your mind, long before you make your first dollar. You need to believe that financial freedom is possible for you, even if you're starting with nothing. It's about shifting from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. Don't get caught up comparing yourself to others. Focus on your own journey, your own progress. Every small step you take gets you closer to your goals. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is $1 million portfolio. Building wealth takes time, discipline, and consistency. There will be ups and downs, but it's about staying committed to the process for the long haul. Don't get discouraged by setbacks. View them as learning experiences. Embrace the journey and celebrate your wins along the way, no matter how small they may seem. Remember, you're playing the long game here, and consistency is key. Now let's talk about setting financial goals. It's not enough to say, I want to be rich. You need to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. We're talking about SMART goals. Do you want to buy a house? Retire early? Become financially independent? Define your why. Having a clear vision of what you're working towards will fuel your motivation and keep you going when things get tough. Once you know your why, break down your big goals into smaller, more manageable milestones. This makes the process less daunting and allows you to track your progress more effectively. Remember, your goals are not set in stone. Life happens, circumstances change. It's okay to adjust your goals along the way. The most important thing is to have a plan and be flexible enough to adapt as needed. Visualization is a powerful tool used by many successful people. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing yourself achieving your financial goals. The more vividly you can see it, the more real it becomes in your mind. Affirmations are another great way to reprogram your subconscious mind for success. Start your day by repeating positive affirmations related to your financial goals. This helps build self-belief and attracts opportunities into your life. Remember, your mind is a powerful tool. What you focus on expands. By consistently visualizing your goals and affirming your desired outcomes, you're sending a clear message to the universe and subconsciously aligning yourself with your desired reality. Don't underestimate the power of these practices. Incorporate them into your daily routine and watch how your mindset shifts towards one of abundance and possibility. All right, let's talk about budgeting. I know it's not the sexiest topic, but it's crucial if you want to build wealth. Think of your budget as a financial roadmap, guiding you towards your goals. Without a budget, you're essentially driving with your eyes closed, not knowing where your money is going. You might be surprised to discover how much you're actually spending on things you don't need or even really want. A budget helps you track your income and expenses, identify areas where you can cut back, and free up more cash flow to invest and grow your wealth. It gives you control over your finances and empowers you to make conscious spending decisions. Remember, budgeting is not about deprivation. It's about being intentional with your money and making sure it's working hard for you to achieve your financial goals. The first step to creating a budget is to track your expenses. For a month, write down every single dollar you spend, no matter how small. You can use a spreadsheet, a budgeting app, or even just a notebook. Categorize your expenses to get a clear picture of where your money is going. Common categories include housing, transportation, food, entertainment, and debt payments. Be honest with yourself and don't leave anything out. Once you have a month's worth of data, analyze your spending habits. Are there any areas where you're overspending? Can you cut back on certain expenses without sacrificing your lifestyle? This exercise will give you valuable insights into your spending patterns and help you identify areas where you can potentially save more money. Remember, every dollar you save is a dollar you can invest and grow. Now, let's talk about allocating your income. A popular budgeting method is the 50-30-20 rule. This means allocating 50% of your after-tax income to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. Needs are your essential expenses such as housing, utilities, groceries, and transportation. Wants are non-essential expenses such as dining out, entertainment, and travel. Savings and debt repayment include contributions to your retirement accounts, emergency fund, and paying down any outstanding debt. Of course, this is just a guideline and you can adjust the percentages based on your individual circumstances and financial goals. The key is to find a system that works for you and stick to it. Remember, budgeting is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. Alright, so you've got your budget in check, you're cutting unnecessary expenses, and you've started saving. That's amazing! But just letting that money sit in your savings account isn't going to cut it. You see, inflation is a thing, and it slowly eats away at your money's purchasing power over time. To really build wealth, you need your money to work for you, and that's where investing comes in. The concept is simple, really. You're essentially buying assets that you believe will increase in value over time. This could be anything from stocks and real estate to starting your own business. The key is to find investments that align with your risk tolerance and financial goals, and to start early. I know investing can sound intimidating, especially if you're new to this whole personal finance thing. But trust me, it's not as complicated as it seems. There are tons of resources available online and even apps that make investing accessible to everyone, regardless of your experience level. Remember, the earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow. This is due to the magic of compound interest, which is basically interest earned on interest. It's like a snowball effect. The longer you let it roll, the bigger it gets. And trust me, that snowball can turn into a serious avalanche of wealth over time. Now, you might be wondering, where do I even begin with investing? And my answer is always the same: index funds. These bad boys are like the diversified superheroes of the investing world. An index fund basically tracks a specific market index like the S&P 500, which is made up of 500 of the largest publicly traded U.S. companies. When you invest in an index fund, you're essentially buying a tiny piece of all those companies at once. This diversification spreads your risk, so you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. The best part? Index funds typically have very low fees compared to actively managed funds. That's because they're not paying some fancy fund manager to pick and choose stocks. They're just following the index, which keeps costs down and returns higher for you. So, how do you get started with index funds? It's easier than you think. Open up a Roth IRA account with a brokerage firm like Vanguard or Fidelity. These accounts allow your investments to grow tax-free, which is a huge bonus. Then, choose a low-cost S&P 500 index fund and start making regular contributions. Boom! You're officially an investor. One crucial thing to remember about investing is that it's a marathon, not a sprint. You're not going to get rich overnight, and trying to time the market is basically a fool's errand. The real key to building wealth through investing is consistency and patience. Think of it like planting a tree. You wouldn't dig it up every few days to see if it's grown, right? You plant it, water it, and let it grow over time. Investing is the same way. Choose your investments wisely, make regular contributions, and let the power of compounding work its magic. Of course, it's essential to keep an eye on your investments and make adjustments as needed. Maybe your risk tolerance changes, or your financial goals shift. That's perfectly normal. Rebalance your portfolio a couple of times a year, but avoid making rash decisions based on short-term market fluctuations. Remember, the stock market has its ups and downs, but over the long term it has always trended upwards. So stay the course, stay disciplined, and you'll be amazed at how much wealth you can build over time. Alright, let's talk about multiple income streams. You know, it's like having multiple rivers flowing into your lake instead of just one little stream. More rivers, bigger lake, right? And that's what we want, a bigger lake of wealth. It's not just about making more money, although that's definitely a perk. It's about security. If one stream dries up, you've got others to keep you afloat. Think of it this way. If your job is your only source of income, and you lose that job, your entire financial world gets flipped upside down. Scary, right? But with multiple income streams, you've got a safety net. You're not putting all your eggs in one basket. You're diversifying your income, just like you diversify your investments. It's about building a solid foundation for your financial future. Now, you might be thinking, I can barely keep up with my one job. How am I supposed to have multiple income streams? Listen, I get it. But trust me, it's not about working 3 full-time jobs. It's about finding ways to leverage your skills and interests to generate extra cash flow. Think about it. What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? Maybe you're a great writer. You could do some freelance writing on the side. Or maybe you're a people person. You could drive for a ride-sharing service. Or if you're passionate about something, anything, you could create an online course and share your knowledge. The possibilities are endless. And the beauty of the internet is that there are so many platforms out there that make it easier than ever to monetize your skills. Look, building multiple income streams takes time and effort, I'm not gonna lie. But here's the thing, even a small side hustle can make a big difference in your financial life. Let's say you start a side hustle that brings in an extra $500 a month. That's an extra $6,000 per year. You could invest that, pay down debt, or even just have some extra breathing room in your budget. And as your income grows, so does your potential to invest and build wealth even faster. It's like a snowball effect. The more you make, the more you can invest, and the faster your money grows. So don't underestimate the power of multiple income streams. Start small, be consistent, and watch your financial empire grow. Alright, we're in the home stretch now, but this last point is crucial. You've got to commit to continuous learning. The world of finance is constantly changing, new opportunities pop up, old strategies become obsolete, you've got to stay ahead of the curve. Think of it like this, you wouldn't drive a car without ever getting your oil changed, right? Your financial knowledge is the same way. You need to keep it fresh, keep it tuned up, so it can keep running smoothly. Now, I'm not saying you need to go get another degree or anything. There are tons of free resources out there, blogs, podcasts, YouTube channels. The key is to make learning a habit. Dedicate just 30 minutes a day every day to reading articles, listening to podcasts, or watching videos about personal finance, investing, or whatever interests you in the world of money. The financial market is like a wild animal. It's unpredictable, it changes constantly, and if you're not careful, it can bite you. But here's the thing. The more you learn about the market, the better you understand its movements, the more you can anticipate those changes and adapt your strategies. Remember 2008? The housing market crash? Yeah, not a fun time. But people who were paying attention, people who were constantly learning and adapting, they saw the warning signs, they adjusted their strategies, and they came out ahead. That's the power of continuous learning. It allows you to be proactive instead of reactive. You're not just blindly following the herd, you're making informed decisions based on knowledge and understanding. And that, my friends, is how you build lasting wealth, through continuous learning and adaptation. You've got to be willing to evolve your financial strategies as the world around you evolves. Now, when I talk about continuous learning, I'm not just talking about reading books and watching YouTube videos. The best investment you can make is in yourself. Take courses, attend workshops, learn new skills. The more you invest in your own personal and professional development, the more valuable you become, and the more opportunities will open up for you. Think about it. If you're constantly upgrading your skills, you're more likely to get promotions, land higher paying jobs, or even start your own successful business. And that translates directly to more wealth building potential. So never stop learning, never stop growing. Invest in yourself, invest in your education, and watch as the returns on those investments compound over time. So there you have it, my friends, the roadmap to building wealth from nothing. We talked about mindset, budgeting, saving, investing, multiple income streams, and the importance of continuous learning. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, it takes effort, and it takes discipline. But I promise you, it's completely achievable, no matter where you're starting from. The key is to take action. Don't just watch this video and say, "That's cool," and then go back to your old habits. Start implementing these principles today, even if it's just one small step at a time. And hey, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more tips on building wealth. Until next time, stay focused, stay motivated, and keep hustling towards your financial goals.